I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a winch. '22 Ford Bronco
Everglades without launch control. There we go.
I'd be faster if I winched myself forward.
True.
Horsepower and torque.
300 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque on 91 octane from a 2.3 liter Ecoboost 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in normal mode and floor it. It's not bad.
No, it's not. It's really not.
And then the whole thing about the Everglades. It's meant to do more water fording.
Well, Yuri, where is the Everglades?
Florida. And there's a map of it on the side.
Yes.
And it's got a winch from the factory.
So we got a winch up front. It comes from the factory with a worn winch. We have a snorkel up here, which is Ford design, and it is a really cool snorkel where you can actually change these plates and go front to back. So if it's too dusty, you literally switch the back plate with the front plate and have the air coming in the back. That's cool.
Is it like, what if it's like heavy raining? Do you want it the other way or something? Or
you
no?
do want it the back way.
So right now, this is not heavy rain.
Well, it's definitely wet.
This is a light drizzle.
Yeah.
The rain is still falling downwards.
It'll be fine.
And then to use the winch, this is my first time using a winch. You pull this out of your little middle armrest, plug it in, and then there's a button. You put it in engage, and it either goes forward or back. It's the easiest thing I've ever had to use in my life.
Yeah, and then to pull it out, you put in a free spool.
If all technology was this easy, the world would be a better place. I am shocked that it's not moving to a subscription model for somehow. Like, you need to connect to Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
enable your location, confirm that you are in a safe area, make sure your subscription is up to date, and then you can enable using the winch 7 times per week.
And don't forget the 2 accounts you'd have to set up, your backup account,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
your 2-step verification on each one.
That might be the future. If Mercedes-Benz or BMW ever put out a car with a winch,
Yeah.
you'll probably need that.
But yeah, this car is really cool. It's basically a Badlands that has been Sasquatched and then snorkelized.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
In the United States, the only way you can get this is if you already have a pre-existing reservation and you're like, I'll just get this one instead. But in Canada, you can just order this, even though orders are halted right now, but they'll be starting again soon.
Yeah.
For
so-
23s.
Exactly. So, I mean, it is cool. And you do get a bunch more stuff, which we'll go through in the video.
There's so many trims. Oh my God. And this is the second highest from the Raptor.
Yep, second most expensive. So to list the majority of things that you do get with the Everglades that's different than the other trims, you can ford through more water, like significantly more, because they raised all the breather vent tubes and stuff, which you can probably do on the other ones. You come with 35s because you get the Sasquatch package. You get these different wheels, and I think these wheels look really, really good.
They do.
The Continental recommended tire would be the Terrain Contact AT, just like my Raptor.
That's the one I would go with.
You do get those graphics that you mentioned, which are kind of cool. They're interesting.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. It's got like Sasquatch there because every single Everglades has the Sasquatch package.
And because it's based on that Sasquatch package, you do get the Bilstein dampers as well, so this does ride really well.
Roof rails.
That is pretty cool.
So you can do overlanding. Maybe you can park in water and then put your tent above there so the crocodiles don't get you.
That would be a good use.
I actually don't know how people do overlanding in Florida. That's probably not it.
Well, from the press footage, they're overlanding, well, whatever. They're just going off-road, and all of a sudden, there's one of those fan boats where the water was too low and it's in their way, and they winch it out of their way.
Honestly, I've seen fan boat videos, and those guys are not getting
No,
stuck
they're
on
not.
land.
I watched those like crocodile hunter shows, and
Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys will not get stuck.
No.
They will shoot their way out of the water.
They have air.
Yeah.
They're good. But I guess if you're going through water, it's not really overlanding.
Right.
It's overwatering.
I guess so.
Underwatering?
Yeah. Hopefully you're overwatering.
Okay,
You're
what
not
other stuff does this have?
You also get these vinyl seats. So just like a police car, you can hose this down.
For all the blood from criminals.
Exactly. I mean, they're vinyl seats in the back of cop
makes
cars.
sense.
But you also have them up front, and
Especially
then you
if you're
can
going underwater and stuff.
yeah, and then you can hose this thing out. It's got all the floors and drain plugs and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, everyone said like the Honda Element you can just rinse it
Yeah.
out. It's not real. I see that pop up on forums and post all the time. Everyone comments that, but no.
No.
It just fills up with water, and then you have to take all your panels out to dry out your Honda Element.
So hopefully these don't do that. And that's really all you get. It's like not that much, and it kind of costs a lot.
I
So
mean,
I'm not really sold on the pricing.
Factory winch,
That
I
is
think,
cool.
is a huge friggin' deal. Because, like you were saying, you can just go to the aftermarket and do it, right?
That's right.
Aftermarket is a pain.
But in the aftermarket, you can literally buy a worn winch. However, you're also going to have to buy a bumper, wire it all up. It is a bit of a hassle, but I feel like the types of people that buy these, if they're Jeep type people, they want to modify in the aftermarket.
Do you remember TFL Off-Road?
Yeah.
Do you remember
They're
they bought,
still around, Yuri.
Do you remember when they bought that Defender?
I do remember.
And do you remember when they got the dealer installed winch and they
I-
screwed it up and they had to go back and there was errors?
Okay, but that's Land Rover.
That is just, there are people that can screw stuff up everywhere.
Yeah, but you wouldn't go to the dealer. You do it yourself. Like, this is like a
Oh,
DIY kind
I
of
am going to
thing.
do it myself.
No, not you. I said the types of people that know what they're doing and buy these.
I literally broke the hubcaps off my Prowler trailer, and because I didn't undo the screws, and I had to send it to Ontario Wheel Repair to fix that for me. Shout out Ontario Wheel Repair. I owe you guys a shout out for being so quick.
Not
Thank you for
once
that.
did I say you.
You said the word you. It's
Not
we'll
you.
rewind.
I
You said you. I'm just saying.
Not you. Like you.
Not
You.
everybody wants to do it themselves. The people who want to pay the extra don't want to do it themselves.
Those people exist for sure. Not denying that. But how much this costs extra for the snorkel and the winch? Essentially, I don't think that's
they get cool
justified.
stickers.
I
And then you
said
get all your things moved up.
essentially,
There's a lot that's good about this, and I'm cool with it.
except the price.
Fine, yeah. So before you drive, little cliche corner boot in sport mode for auto
In the wet.
in the wet.
I would say very wet at this point.
It's not oversteering. If it was in too high, it would have oversteered, and yeah, I guess you could actually
pretty
not
good.
be the most sketchy in wet conditions.
No.
That's nice. I'm
It's-
surprised.
It's no Bronco Raptor. It's good though.
All right, your turn.
My turn. Let's see if we can get this thing to do a burnout in the wet. Too high, traction off, floor it, brake boost. No. Let's try without a brake boost. No.
Wow, that's like very little power, eh? Compared to the Braptor, no squeal, no fun, no nothing.
I wanted to do a burnout there.
No, all the fun has to be done with the winch.
Oh well.
You need to winch and then do a reverse burnout.
Yeah. But in terms of drive modes, we do have a bunch of goat modes, and my favorite is sport mode because you have a scorched earth for some reason. That's it. It's kind of funny to see that still because it doesn't exist on the Bronco Raptor.
Yeah, gauge cluster's cool. It's got analog on the left, digital in the middle. You can see a lot of cool things, customize it all, but it's not as cool as the
Braptor.
Braptor.
Not even close.
You know, I came up with the name Braptor 30 years ago,
Did you?
based off the original Bronco
Okay.
and the movie Jurassic Park.
Oh,
I was a big fan.
that's good. And then we got a normal steering wheel, nothing crazy going on here. We do have some sort of lane keep assist-ish.
They'll pull you out, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good enough.
And then infotainment is the same as all the other Broncos with the big infotainment. It's really nice, high res, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We do have Sirius XM, satellite radio. It does rewind.
And there's this new station called Utopia with like the sickest 90s, 2000s dance hits.
You've been talking about that
from
station
the
a
club.
lot.
It is like, no, it's good.
It's good.
I'm stoked. All right, link below if you want to get some free Sirius XM.
And then if you want to buy one of these, tsp.truecar.com. Let's get our sponsor plugs in because we appreciate all of our sponsors. Thank you, all of our sponsors, for sponsoring us.
Sponsors.
And sitting in these seats, they are comfortable, but they kind of feel cheap because of that vinyl. But I understand the function of them, so I'm okay with them.
I don't get the cheap feel out of this, but I don't feel comfortable. It's not the correct fit for my damaged spine.
Yeah, and there's no side bolstering, at least not even close to as much as in the Braptor. We do still have a bunch of room in the back, very comfortable back there.
Yeah, and then we got the same thing where the panels can all come off, and this is like pretty creaky and loud compared to the Raptor.
It is, like that additional insulation that the Braptor had definitely made a difference. And let's send this additional insulation, actually lack of, oh boy, understeering. Oh, okay, it's definitely very wet right now.
Too high.
Yes.
So if you were in 4
Oh, there
auto
we
like
go.
I was, it would have been more
it's-
controllable.
It is going to be more controllable, but this is kind of fun. Like it adds
and-
an element
and
of
the
sketchiness.
The traction is fully on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were normal city cruising and weren't trying to be stupid, 4 auto, winter, you'll be fine. Do you think this gets a cheaper quality roof than the Raptor? Do you think like they save the best molds?
Well, I feel like you could probably option something different. And in terms of the suspension, it is very comfortable, no complaints. These Bilstein dampers are great.
But it's not like as soft and floaty as the Raptor. And I'm sorry we
No.
bring it up, but we're driving it at the same time, so we...
But we had driven the, the orange one before that isn't code orange that we jumped that had the same suspension as this, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one actually handled crazy bumps way better than I thought.
Yeah, and that's what this is basically. And you can't get this as a 2-door, you can only get it as a 4-door, just like the Raptor.
And you can't get more motor in this one.
That's right, you're stuck with this 2.3, which honestly isn't bad at all.
It's good normal power.
Yeah.
For sure. And no manual transmission in this either.
And for more off-roady stuff, we can lock our front and rear differentials. We have trail turn assist, but we are missing one button over here that the Raptor had.
You cannot disconnect your sway bars in this one.
That's right.
And we got the 3/4 thing here for GoPro mounts.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I mean, this is a really nice truck SUV thing.
This is SUV, dude. This is not a truck at all.
What if it's on a truck frame? Because it is. It's a truck.
This picture here, that was a truck because it was a convertible.
So it is a truck.
Only if it's a full convertible.
Heritage says it's a truck.
Whatever. Then it's a truck. I don't know.
Ah, truck. Confirmed.
I don't own any
Confirmed.
truck. The only truck, do you know what truck I want to own?
What? Oh, probably like Marty McFly's truck or something dumb like that. What?
SSR.
Oh, yeah. I did say or something dumb like that.
I got one when I was playing LA Rush.
Oh, okay.
It was blue, and then you go West Coast Customs and they pull full body, not full body kit, but like full mods on it.
Okay. And the last thing I want to talk about very briefly is the looks, because we've already addressed the Everglades specific stuff. The front end looks really good because the headlights look nice. We have a blacked out Bronco logo, unlike the white logo on the other trims.
The coolest thing to do with the looks is to shake the trailer hitch left and right.
Like this.
Guys will understand why this is fun.
Yes, you will.
Has anyone with a winch put truck nuts on the winch on the front?
I mean,
it should be someone.
Someone should have done that by now.
If not, let me know how that goes.
Yeah. And final two things: cup holders, they pass, and the visors. Let's find out.
3, 2, 1.
Full pass. You can definitely hose these things down.
Oh no,
too.
there's another thing. In the trunk, we've got a tray that comes out that you can sit on.
That is new for 2022, and apparently, according to Ford's website, if you get that option, you can no longer stow these removable doors in the trunk because you lose your load floor.
Dude, that's a really cool option. I'd be okay with that. But before we get to the price, this doesn't have a 360 camera, probably because the winch gets in the way of the stitching, which bugs me. I love 360 cameras, especially for off-roading. Let's get to the price.
This is an American model, so this starts at $70,599 Canadian. And this one starts at $53,000 US dollars, but this particular one is $56,835 US dollars.
Honestly, great price if you want to have water fording and a winch from the factory. Love it.
Honestly, terrible price. I think it's overpriced for what you get, and I think you should just get a lower trim, save the money, and do that everything in the aftermarket.
Let us know, aftermarket or from the factory, in the comments below, and make sure you go buy like 6 Broncos from tsp.truecar.com.
Broncos are sick. I think they're sicker than Jeeps. Sorry, Jeep people. R.I.P. Jeep.
He said it. It's a good title.